If you think that once your Australia visa is approved, your journey is completely secure and nothing can stop you from entering the country, then you really need to watch this carefully, because in 2026 a major update has come out, and it has completely changed how entry into Australia can work. And yes, in certain situations, even after getting your visa granted, your entry can still be refused, delayed, or restricted. And if you are planning to apply for Australia PR, student visa, or work visa, this is something you absolutely cannot ignore. Welcome to Australia PR Insider, your trusted place for real, practical, and updated information about Australia immigration. In today's video, we are going to talk about a breaking news update that is creating a lot of confusion among applicants worldwide. Many people believe that once they receive their visa approval, everything is done and they can travel anytime without any issue. But the reality in 2026 is slightly different, and understanding this difference can save you from serious problems in your immigration journey. Let's start with a very important concept that most beginners don't understand properly. A visa is basically permission to travel to Australia, but it is not an absolute guarantee that you will be allowed to enter the country. The final decision is always made at the border by immigration officers. This rule existed before as well, but it was not something most people paid attention to because it was not commonly enforced in everyday situations. However, in 2026, Australia has made this system stricter and more active, which is why this update is now being discussed everywhere. So what exactly has changed in 2026? The government has strengthened what we call arrival control powers. This means they now have more authority and flexibility to manage who can enter the country and when. Even if your visa is valid, they can temporarily stop or delay your entry if certain conditions are met. These conditions can include security concerns, emergency situations, political instability, or sudden changes in migration policy. Now, it is very important to understand that this is not something that applies randomly to everyone. Australia is not stopping all visa holders from entering. This system is mainly used in specific situations or for certain groups of people, depending on global or regional conditions. For example, if there is a conflict or crisis in a particular country, the government may decide to temporarily restrict entry from that region. This is done for safety and control reasons. Another important factor is individual screening. Even if there is no large-scale restriction, a person can still face issues at the border if their personal profile raises any concerns. For instance, if your documents are inconsistent, if your travel history is unclear, or if your answers at the airport are not convincing, immigration officers have the right to refuse your entry. This is why being honest, prepared, and confident is more important than ever before. Many people are now asking a very common question. Does this mean Australia PR is becoming impossible? The answer is clearly no. Australia is still one of the top immigration destinations in the world, and the PR system is still open. The country needs skilled workers, and they continue to invite thousands of applicants every year. However, the system is becoming more selective and controlled. This means only serious, genuine, and well-prepared applicants will succeed easily. Let's talk about why Australia is making these changes. One major reason is global migration pressure. Many countries are facing challenges in managing the number of people entering their borders. This includes housing issues, job market balance, and infrastructure pressure. To manage this, governments are introducing stricter controls and smarter systems. Australia is doing the same by adding more checks not just during the application process, but also at the entry stage. Another reason is security. Every country wants to ensure that the people entering their borders do not pose any risk. By increasing control at the entry level, Australia can quickly respond to changing situations and prevent potential problems before they happen. This approach gives them flexibility and control, which is very important in today's world. Now let's look at what this means for different types of visa holders. For PR applicants, this update mainly means that your preparation should not stop after getting your visa. You need to make sure that your documents are complete, your information is accurate, and you are fully aware of your visa conditions. When you travel, you should be ready to answer questions clearly and confidently. For students, this is also very important. You must show that your purpose is genuine. You are going to study, not just to enter the country. If your answers are unclear or if your documents do not support your intentions, you may face problems at the border. That is why choosing the right course, institution, and having a clear study plan is essential. For work visa holders, especially skilled workers, the focus should be on job clarity. You should have proper employment documents, offer letters, and a clear understanding of your role in Australia. Immigration officers may ask basic questions to verify your purpose, and you should be able to answer them without confusion. Another key point is travel planning. In 2026, it is no longer a good idea to blindly book flights as soon as you receive your visa. You should always check the latest updates and any travel advisories before planning your journey. Situations can change quickly, and being informed can save you from unnecessary stress and financial loss. Let's also talk about a very important mistake that many people make. They rely too much on agents or incomplete information. Some agents may tell you that once your visa is approved, everything is guaranteed. This is not true anymore. You need to understand the process yourself and stay updated with official information. This will help you make better decisions and avoid false expectations. Now, here is something positive that you should know. Despite these stricter rules, Australia is still welcoming skilled migrants. In fact, they are focusing more on quality applicants. This means if you have the right skills, good English ability, relevant experience, and a clear plan, your chances are still very strong. The system is not closing doors, it is simply filtering applicants more carefully. Let's quickly go over some practical tips that can help you avoid problems. First, always use genuine documents. Never try shortcuts because they can lead to serious consequences. Second, prepare yourself for basic questions at the airport. Practice explaining your purpose clearly. Third, stay updated with immigration news and changes. Fourth, keep all your documents organized and easily accessible during travel. And finally, always follow your visa conditions strictly. Another important aspect is mindset. Do not panic after hearing such updates. Instead, take it as a sign to prepare better. Immigration is always a serious process, and small changes like this are part of evolving systems. If you stay informed and prepared, there is no reason to worry. Let's also understand the bigger picture. Australia is not the only country making such changes. Many developed countries are tightening their immigration systems to ensure better control and long-term sustainability. This is a global trend, and applicants need to adapt accordingly. The days of easy shortcuts are over, and now success depends on proper planning and genuine effort. In simple words, the 2026 update is telling us one thing very clearly. Getting a visa is not the final step. Your journey includes preparation before application, accuracy during application, and awareness even after approval. Each stage is important, and ignoring any part can create problems. So if you are planning to apply for Australia PR, student visa, or work visa, do not let this update discourage you. Instead, use it as an advantage. Prepare better than others, understand the system clearly, and stay updated. This approach will give you a strong edge over other applicants. Before we end, remember one powerful point. Thousands of people are still successfully moving to Australia every month. The opportunities are still there, but the system now rewards those who are serious, informed, and prepared. If you follow the right path, your chances of success are still very high. This was Australia PR Insider, and in today's video, we discussed an important breaking news update for 2026 that even after your visa is granted, your entry into Australia can still be refused under certain conditions. If you found this information useful, stay connected with Australia PR Insider for more real, practical, and updated guidance that can help you achieve your goal of moving to Australia successfully without confusion.